Hey guys, thank you for tuning in. I wanted to do a quick video on an issue that I had. I have a Suzuki 4-stroke 115 horsepower engine. It's a 2015. It is on a BlueWave boat. I'll have more videos of that later on. But one of the scariest issues that I had, because I'm not mechanically inclined on boats, so I have I can remove this thing and that's about it. Anyway, turned it on about 2 weeks ago. As I usually do, I try to be pretty religious about it, but water was not coming out of here, which is your water pump, right? So it has to pee, so water has to come out from here. Anyway, so it wasn't coming out. However, when I would put my finger on it, on the little hole, and then after a minute I would release it and water would shoot out. So I was like, oh man. What I did was I googled, and I also looked at YouTube to see if I could find some answers. I did find a few things that helped me out, but let me share with you what I did and see if it works for some of you guys. So let me remove this and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I removed the top, and as you can see, it's pretty clean for being new. I hardly run it. That's because of work and other things that I got going on. Anyway, I YouTubed the solution, right? And what YouTube was telling me, I saw a lot of videos where there's a little tube that comes from here that goes into the actual motor, and then that's what actually gives it the water, the coolant. It acts as a coolant. So as you can tell right here, there's just no way. There's actually no access. So I then saw this little tube here. I don't know if you can see that tube. There's a tube right here that goes all the way up. Okay. Then where it comes out is actually right here. I don't know if you can see this. Let's see. It comes right here. See that? And so I just followed it. Comes all the way into there. So I then had to take this thing off. Okay. So there's a bolt here. There's a bolt here. And then there's another bolt right over here. This one. These things have to come, those three bolts have to come off. Okay. When you do that, when you remove this, what happens, guys, is that then you'll have access to what's here, to this part. Now again, please excuse me, I don't know much about engines, and I should, since I'm a boat owner. What I did was, let me go to the other side. What I did was again, after removing this, you're gonna see that tube, that little tube going in there. Okay, and then I simply just pull that tube out. All right, and then what I do is I blew in that tube. Okay, when I blew inside the tube, still not, I mean, there was nothing came out, because then when I blew through it, it obviously came to here, right? So after I cleaned that, It was, you know, nothing was in there. Then the next thing that I did was I got my air compressor, okay, and I used a real thin nozzle, and then I put that into the hole that goes into the engine, and I just you know, fill that bad boy up with some air about 4 times, no kidding. Then I put the water hose on the side right here. Okay, put the water hose there, and then when I turned on the water hose, and keep in mind, don't turn your engine on. When I put the water hose in there, I then saw all the water coming out from here, right? I then turned off the water, put my hose back on, clamped it in there, and then did the same thing, and the water came out from here and shut out at least 2 feet. The challenge for me was, I didn't know, remember how I was saying there was 3 bolts? I didn't know about this bolt here. So I was trying to put this bad boy in here, and so this is just like a, I don't know, it's a little plastic thing that goes into your manifold and goes into here. So I was trying to, like, you know, squeeze it in there, but little did I know you have to take out that other bolt. So don't forget that. Once I did that, I put the little ears on it, these things, and they're on both sides. Turned it on, and bam, this thing just worked like a champ, and water started coming out. I was the happiest guy ever. I don't know if my warranty still covers that or not, but you know, if you own a boat, you know, it's a little pricey, but yeah, that's what happened. So if you have any questions, let me know. Again, I don't know much about engines at all, so please excuse the lack of right terminology. Alright guys, thanks for watching.